Hey YouTube, what's going on? I'm here to bring you another review video for different CBD products, or primarily CBD products that I am using to medicate for my illness. I have 5 different types of products here, and some are going to be maybe a new concept to you, and others will be more familiar. So starting with edibles. I know these are empty right now because I've eaten all of them, but they look exactly like what you think they do. These are pure CBD infused gummies. We have gummy watermelons slices and gummy peach bombs, which are those kind of like little triangular peach gummy candies. Each bag of these has 50 milligrams of CBD, and each piece 4.16 milligrams. What's great about these is that you can eat them in like small doses. You can start off really small and see how you react to CBD and how you feel and whether you feel better, and you can just kind of like keep eating more and more. So this is actually where I started with CBD edibles. There are other ones that are like 32.4 milligrams, I think it is, CBD per package, and the package really is like, it does get full. It's completely, it'll fill up this whole thing. In terms of price, this is also like one of the more affordable ways to medicate if you're somebody who doesn't need to medicate all the time or just needs something a little extra. If you're somebody who needs a lot of CBD like I do, you need to medicate frequently, this is not maybe like the best thing. Taste. Initially, they taste pretty much exactly like they do from any company that you would get, a peach bomb sort of thing, or the Sour Patch watermelon slices, for example. It's sort of this aftertaste that is very brief, that is kind of hard to describe. Like, I still can't really figure out, and I've had several bags of these at this point. I'm still trying to figure out how to describe it, but it's just kind of like a little bitter. But you have all of the information and warning labels on here, and they're pretty great. I like them. This is another Bang product. It is a dark chocolate, and this is basically a hybrid because it's a 50/50 CBD chocolate bar. It has 15 milligrams of THC, 15 milligrams of CBD, and then actually a little over 3 milligrams of CBN. It comes like basically in 4 segments. I haven't opened it yet, so I'm going to open it now. I'm actually going to try it because I haven't medicated yet today and I'm in pain. So when you open it, this is what it looks like. Bang actually, my understanding was initially a chocolate company, so I'm expecting this to taste pretty good. As this is a medical product, keep out of the reach of children and pets. So it has this little tear thing. That's nice, that I don't have to like fight for the packaging. Sometimes you do. Okay, see, now I jinxed myself. So, in terms of smell, wow, it's really, really fragrant. I don't really know that it smells so much like marijuana. It's just a very strong smell. They have little logos on there, and I like that it's segmented because not all edibles are segmented, and so you kind of don't normally know how much to take. And they recommend that for your first time, you break off one segment, swing the rest this way, and you eat the other half. So wait an hour and then see how you feel. Well, that tastes pretty good. I would definitely eat more of it, I'll say that. It didn't really taste like strongly of cannabis. I can very mildly taste it. You can definitely tell that it's not like normal chocolate in a sense, but it doesn't kind of taste like most dark chocolate that you would like to experience. But the aftertaste isn't terrible. Here are the nutrition facts and warning labels. It's been lab tested. The whole thing is 120 milligrams, so I probably just ate like 45 milligrams. Basically what I'm expecting from this, because it has CBN especially, I'm expecting that I will probably feel a little bit of psychoactive effects, but that'll be more light. I'm expecting a body high, which will help with my headache, and I'm actually having a lot of back pain today for some reason. What's interesting about the bulk of the edibles that I've experienced, you don't need to refrigerate them. Like, they don't want you to. Like, it says specifically not to refrigerate it. So I think that's pretty interesting. So those are the edibles that I've been primarily working with. I've had some others, but I don't have packaging for them right now. And actually, one that I'm most excited about, I left it in the car. So I'll have to do that another time. Now we're going to go on to flowers, is what we call it. This is Catatonic. It's the highest CBD flower that House of Champions, which is the dispensary that I love and use, hey guys, it's the highest CBD flower that they have right now. It's a hybrid. It has 20.8 total cannabinoids in here, which breaks up to 8.6 THC, 12.2 CBD, and no CBN. So you have primarily CBD in here, so that should pretty much primarily cancel out kind of the THC. You shouldn't feel as high, and I use this for headaches and nausea and pain and just like pretty much like anything. Catatonic is just great. So they come in these little bottles. Because they're lab tested, you know exactly what the percentage pretty much is. So you open these, they're very tight, they're completely sealed, like you can't smell anything from this bottle. So you just kind of squeeze and it pops open. Here is the Catatonic. But yeah, for me, it's a very light high as long as I don't have a lot of it, but even in general, I don't feel anxious or necessarily tired. Just honestly really helps me. I primarily vaporize, so I actually haven't smoked this. I've only vaporized it. I use a PAX 3. Vaporizing this, I like the taste, and the smoking point, I guess, is really high. I mean, I tend to vaporize it, I think, at like 380. Now onto some products that are a little bit more unusual, I guess. This is CBN Super Oil. It's made with coconut oil, CO2. CBN is the cannabinoid that, in addition to CBD, is really good for pain and sleep, nausea. Primarily what I use this for is nausea and sleep. This is all natural. It's a sour kush, and it's lab tested. It says THC CBN, but it probably just means has a tiny amount of THC in it. And the reason for that is because the THC actually helps to activate the CBD and CBN cannabinoids. I don't feel something psychoactive when I take this. It comes in this little bottle, and you can take basically, you just eat it. You take a full vial like this, and you can put it in your mouth directly. You can put it on toast. I'm sure there are many different ways you could use this. It is an oil, so it's not like a tincture. You could really just like put it in food. The taste isn't horrible, but to me personally, I don't like it. It kind of feels weird for me to like put just a little bit of pure oil in my mouth. It's weird. But it does kind of taste a little bit like coconut. It doesn't really have like a strong flavor. I just kind of like go, ugh, and have to drink water, which I mean isn't a big deal in the sense of like feeling better. I do find that if I consistently take this, that I will feel, but I haven't really felt like this is actually the best oil edible situation. It's also more expensive. The bang, I think this was 20 or something. You know, flowers are like, so that's like the cheapest way to medicate. The problem is that it's the most, you know, like obvious and more time consuming method that you can't necessarily like do anywhere. Flowers can be anywhere from like $30 to 60 or 70, and those are for like top shelf. But this was more expensive, and it's a very small bottle. So I've actually almost finished this bottle. I have had it for a while, but I haven't been using it in a while because I for some reason couldn't open the top. The final thing that I want to show you is probably the most interesting product that I use. I haven't been using it so much recently because with all the other CBD things that I've been consuming, my knees just feel overall so much better. But I have arthritis in my knees, stage 1 and 2, and I can experience a lot of pain. This has started kind of recently. I mean, I expected that I would eventually have arthritis because I do know that there is a genetic component, or entirely genetic. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I know that there's some genetic component of some amount, and my mom has really bad arthritis, carpal tunnel and whatnot, so it was inevitable. I just didn't think it was going to happen so soon, and I've done like cortisone injections and whatnot, but that wasn't like a permanent fix. But this is awesome. I just realized that everything is backwards for you, and I'm sorry about that. But this is a soothing gel, 4 ounces. It's primarily made with aloe. Says external use only. It's essentially good for like a year because this says 12/18 from when I got it. It has purified water, pure aloe juice, emu oil, cannabis sativa oil, botanical blend 97. It's pretty, as you can see, like pretty liquidy. It's pretty watery, and I've had this for a while and I've used it a bunch, and I still have so much left. Like, this was completely full when I bought it. You use a very small amount and it spreads, and this doesn't have to be just for your knees. Like, it's external use. I would guess that like if you're having pain on your neck or like on your back or on your, I've put it on my wrist because I've had wrist injuries in the past, so I get a lot of wrist pain. It's pretty great. It feels like a kind of brief cooling sensation, kind of like a Vicks Vapor Rub without the horrible smell. I'm going to show you kind of what it's like. So they have this little spout, and I recommend being super gentle when you squeeze because actually a lot comes out, and you really just need like that much. And you just kind of rub it, and that's it. It dries really fast. Your hands feel sticky for like 5 seconds, but if you just like shake it and it's dry, like it's not sticky anymore. I don't really know how they managed to do that, and it leaves residue, but somehow it just works like that. And I tend to put on like 2 layers. Like the second it dries, I put on a second layer if I'm in a lot of pain. Because it's going into the skin, I think it's going pretty quickly into your bloodstream through your knees, and so pretty quick. I like it. It's a good method. It's one of the less sort of expensive lotion methods. I honestly can't remember exactly the price. The thing is that the prices are always going to differ right now between the dispensaries because the stores can just decide how much things cost. FDA is not approving any of this, so it gives them a little bit of extra leeway, I feel like, even though retail in general is competitive and they will all change their prices. But I've noticed that prices can definitely vary. I like it. It's not sticky, and it's something that I recommend if you have muscular pain. That's really what this is for. This is like basically primarily the CBD products now that you've seen, that I've shown you between the last video and this video. That's what I use. There are 2 items that I really want to show you that I will sometime soon. Sorry, I have a cat trying to get in the way here. But I don't have them with me right this second. I will talk to you soon. Please ask me any questions that you have below. Let me know if you've been liking these review videos, if you find them helpful. If you have a story with medical cannabis, I would love to hear it. So just let me know down below. And I will put a link to the House of Champions Instagram so you can see what they're about. Alright guys, talk to you later.